doing? We are so happy to be here. The name of our group is called On Fire. Everybody say On Fire. I see a lot of familiar faces in the audience, so you guys, if you've seen these children before, you know that they're going to bring you a lot of energy. If you haven't seen these kids before, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about them, and then we'll get right into their show. We work with kids who are the youngest of 4 years old, all the way up until the age of 19. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, so everything that we do is with the help of community members and the help of our parents. We have a couple parents who are here today and a couple students who are here. We usually work with about 40 students, so we just have a small ensemble for you today, but you're still going to get the energy. We are on Facebook, so if you have your phones out, you can like us. It's spelled ONFYAH, and that is an acronym for Our Nation for Youth, Arts, and Healing, because we believe that what we're doing with the children, there is a healing process in it. A lot of kids who came to On Fire before drumming and dancing, their grades might not have been the best, or they might have had ADHD or ADD, or they didn't have anything for them to do. So with the drumming and dancing, they've been able to put their energy into something positive, and that's what we're really about, giving back to the community and giving something for the children to look forward to. Now, after all that's been said, because it's Black History Month and we're here to celebrate, I'm going to teach you a term. Everybody say yeba. Say yeba. When you see them drumming and you see them dancing, if you see something that you like and you really enjoy it and you feel it inside your heart, you can say yeba. And what that pretty much means is it gives the kids energy and they feel it back. So if you guys are ready for On Fire, everybody say yeba. Put your hands together for On Fire. All right, Christina.
Give it up for On Fire, y'all. Give it up for On Fire. Good afternoon, community. How are y'all this evening? Happy Black History Month. We would like to welcome you to the Common Council's second annual Black History Program. Thank you. So before we start, can we fill the seats, please? If you are here to enjoy the program, can we fill the seats? I saw the mayor. Mayor, a couple of employees asked me, told me they got to get back on the clock. Can we give them some leeway today, Mayor? All right, so the mayor said y'all can stay. Thank you, Mayor. Mayor said y'all can stay. So have a seat for me, please. Now, before we start, Khalif, Alderman Rainey, tell us why you call this program the Souls of Black Folks.
Well, I appreciate that question, Alderman Stamper. And before I even get into that, let me just say I'm proud to share this moment with my brother, Alderman Stamper.
Thank you.
My sister, Alderwoman Malele Cox, Alderwoman Shantia Lewis, my brother, Alderman Chevy Cavalier Johnson, and the president of our Common Council, Alderman Ashanti Hamilton. I'm proud to be here with y'all today.
All right.
Now, I'm pretty sure all of y'all know that the Souls of Black Folks is the title of a piece of African-American literature that's really notable. 1903, published by W.E.B. Du Bois, and it's a coincidence that today is actually his birthday. So give it up for W.E.B. Du Bois, and that just show you the God plan when you put something together and it just land on his birthday. That's amazing.
That's right.
But when you talk about the soul of black people, whether it's soul food,
okay,
or whether it's soul music,
okay,
you know, the soul is a critical piece of the black experience. So I thought it was important that we spoke to that for this second annual Black History Month. And doesn't it look beautiful? Let's give a shout out to the graphic designer.
Right.
She made this look real good.
This is nice. This is nice.
Thank you, Brittany.
Yeah, so for me, soul is spiritual, rhythm, heart, passion, blood, spiritual. So we glad y'all came down here to enjoy this program for us. So before we get started, we got to honor our colleagues, the ones we're down here in a fight with every day. I see Alderman Bukowski. Please raise your hand, Alderman Bukowski. He represents the 11th Automatic District. I see Alderman Bauman. Hey, Alderman Bauman, raise your hand. Give him a round of applause. Alderman Bauman represents the 4th Automatic District. I see Alderman Kovac. Alderman Kovac represents the East Side, 3rd Automatic District. And then I see Alderman Murphy. Alderman Murphy, hello. Wave your hand. Alderman Murphy represents the 10th Automatic District. Any other colleagues?
That's a unified common council right there.
Oh yeah. So let's honor and give it up for our mayor. Mayor Barrett is in the house.
I heard Perez out there. And of course our mayor, Mayor Barrett, thank you for joining us.
Okay. Come on up, Mayor. Where's Alderman Perez? Perez, come on up here, man. I can't see you. Let's honor Alderman Perez. But before we start, let's hear some words from the mayor. Mayor, please give us some words.
Thank you, Alderman Stamper. Well, welcome to the People's House. I want to thank all the members of the Common Council who have arranged for this. This is the 2nd year in a row that this has been done, and the Common Council has taken the lead, and I appreciate your leadership in doing this. I love our City Hall. You go to the county courthouse, you go to the federal building, you go to the airport, you have to go through all the security to get in to see your government. You come to City Hall, this is the People's House. We are here for you. We are here for you to celebrate this month, to celebrate all the African Americans in our community nationally. I want to single out one person, Denise Walton. Is Denise still here? Maybe she went back to work. There she is, Denise Walton. I got to tell you a story. Denise Walton started working here when she was 10 years old. Because she's now today, after 37 years, retiring from our election commission. 37 years. And I want to tell you what she's been critical, because when we talk about Black History Month and we talk about civil rights fights, she has been critical in our early vote efforts, which have been a monumental success because of your leadership. And I want to thank you publicly for everything that you have done, and to remind people how important it is to vote. I can tell you this, both at the state level and at the federal level, they're trying to make it more difficult for people who move a lot to vote. We've had to do several purges of our own system, and there are a lot of people that voted last time who will have to double check to make sure that they're on the ballot again, or that they're at the registration books again. So please, please, please do that. But today is a celebration. I was saying we have a long history of singing mayors in this city. I have broken that tradition because I love the people of this city too much to have you hear me sing. So I will not be singing and performing, but we have great performers here today. A lot of history, a lot of fun, a lot of entertainment, a lot of singing, a lot of dancing, and thank you all for being part of it. Back to you, Mr. Alderman.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Okay, we're going to get started. We're going to introduce our team here. This is Black History, and it started off with one alderwoman back in 1956, and you move up to 2017, and you have the most black aldermen that the council or the city of Milwaukee has ever had. So, last year, the women did a phenomenal job at the Black History program, so we have a lot to live up to. So I'd like to introduce the women, the queen of the Common Council, Alderwoman Coggs, who represents the 6th Automatic District. Come on up here, Queen Alderwoman. Please introduce yourself and tell us something about the 6th Automatic District that got some black historical content to it.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Let's try that again, because we're here at the 2nd annual Black History Month program. I know we got more energy than that. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, as was mentioned, I am Alderwoman Milele A. Coggs. I have both the pleasure and the honor of representing the 6th Automatic District, and I'll just keep it brief. We have a lot of history, but some history that's good to know, and I hope you remember when you leave these doors. In the 6th District is the historic Bronzeville District. How many of y'all remember the Bronzeville of old? All right. In 2005, before my time here, the council said fit to create a new Bronzeville within the parameters of where the old Bronzeville used to be. But the goal is for the creation of an African-American arts, cultural, and entertainment district. How many of you have seen the new businesses and new developments popping up along King Drive? Along North Avenue? One of those great things in history that's beginning to happen is America's Black Holocaust Museum. How many of you knew James Cameron and remember the museum and were sad when it left? June 2018 is the return of America's Black Holocaust Museum in the Bronzeville District on 4th and North Avenue. I hope to see all of you there. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderwoman Coggs. Next, we have Alderwoman Lewis, who represents the 9th Automatic District. She is serving her first term and doing a wonderful job. Please give us some black historical content about the 9th Automatic District.
Well, I don't know if we have a whole lot of black historical context in the 9th District outside of me, so we will talk about that. But I am the very first woman to serve as an alderperson of the 9th District. And not only that, the first African American. So I'm honored and proud to serve. Thank you. So if you're from the 9th District, let me get there we go. I see some 9th District representation in here. That's what I'm talking about. So I am just so excited and elated that we are here again celebrating Black History Month in all its glory and beauty. And I don't know about y'all, but Wakanda still has me on a high. Wakanda, right? If you have not seen the movie, I'm telling you to go and run. But I will tell you that the mayor stole a little bit of my thunder because what I wanted to do was just bridge the gap a little bit. We made history by going to see that movie. We need to repeat that history this fall because we have an election that is critical to Wisconsin and to the country. So if you are here, I am charging you to take 5 people with you to the polls, to talk to 5 people, to talk to 10 people, and let's activate our communities and show them what Black excellence looks like, right? So they can't do it without us. So let's stand up and be proud, Milwaukee.
Good job, good job. All right, next serving his first term is Alderman Cavalier/Chevy Johnson, representing the 2nd Automatic District.
Good afternoon, everybody. Gosh, she's always happy. Good afternoon, everybody. That's more like it. I have to steal a playbook from Alderwoman Coggs. I'm Cavalier Chevy Johnson. I'm the alderman for the 2nd Aldermanic District, and talking about something historical in the 2nd District. My district, for those of you who don't know, basically starts at Capitol Drive, and you'll remember that back in the day in Milwaukee, there was a saying that if you made it north of Capitol Drive, then you made it. Now, I live just north of Capitol Drive, so I just barely made it. But I'm proud to tell you that there's a lot of African Americans who have made it since then. My district is over 60% African American today. My district is home to John Marshall High School, which, by the way, this Saturday, if you have some time, come check out We Are the Drum, which is happening at John Marshall High School in my Aldermanic District. My district is also home to West Lawn and the revitalized West Lawn Gardens and our Choice Neighborhood development project that's happening over there, making the Northwest Side a true neighborhood where people choose to want to live and grow and to raise a family. That's happening in the 2nd Aldermanic District of the city of Milwaukee. And the 2nd Aldermanic District, as diverse as it is, I think they had some foresight. They had some wisdom, and they wanted to make some black history themselves, and they did in 2016 when they elected me to be the youngest ever African-American elected to the city of Milwaukee. So we continue to make black history every single year. We're 365 black in Milwaukee, and we should be proud of that. So I want to thank all of you for coming down here today. Please enjoy the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. All right, next we have the president of the Common Council serving his 4th term and our leader here at the council. He said he's gonna come on live. Go Hamilton, go Hamilton. Alderman Ashanti Hamilton.
Woo! I really hope you feel the energy in here today. I just want to show some appreciation for you helping to celebrate this Black History Month. Now, we always say every time we do this, we say that we actually declaring a Black History Year. But we want you to know how important the contribution of a forgotten community sometimes has had on this city. And so it's so important that I wanted to give you a little bit of history about the 1st Aldermanic District. Now we're here, we're gonna give a legacy award to someone that is truly deserving. So I'm gonna save the accolades for her later. But you have to know that the 2nd African American that was elected to the city council came from the 1st Aldermanic District, and his name was Orville Pitts. He was a tremendous speaker, a hard fighter, and what ends up happening in a lot of cases, you hit some bumps in the road along the life, and people want to judge you because of your struggle and not your contribution. It's a lot of that going on with us today. I also want to recognize the person that came after Orville Pitts. It was Roy B. Neighbors. Y'all remember Roy B. Neighbors? Community Baptist Church. Great contributor to the black community and the city at large. And after Neighbors came this guy that you might have heard of. His name was Marvin Pratt. And he was the first African American to serve as mayor of the city of Milwaukee as well. It's a lot of firsts in the first. So I'm tremendously honored to be able to be serving in the district after those men. And I want you to know that the commitment that you all have made to the city of Milwaukee is going to be exemplified by our representation. That's our promise to you. I like promise. The motto of Juneteenth last year was standing on the promise. We're standing on some tremendous promise. And we want to honor that today. We want to celebrate that today. And so your presence here is an acknowledgement of the fact that it needs to be celebrated, that we will not be pushed in the corner and forgotten. And the mayor mentioned Denise Walton over here. You know, we've been talking today. I didn't know that today was her last day. But we're going to wring some more energy out of her, because voting is such a tremendous part of how we exercise our power, not only in this city, but across this country, and that we will never, ever allow anybody to take that away from us. We're exercising power. We want to enjoy this day with you today. Thank you.
Okay, so Khalif, What district do you represent, and what's your historical content?
Well, my predecessor, Alderman Willie Wade, he called it the Magnificent 7th Aldermanic District. And we got some things brewing, but nothing is more important than the actual people that make up an aldermanic district, that make up a neighborhood. And I want to acknowledge a couple of them. I see Miss Betty Gaines. I see you looking away. You know I'm gonna call you out, Miss Gaines. Thank you for coming down here. I appreciate that. And then of course, my father, he's over here. He's also a constituent as well.
Mr. Ronnie.
Got to make sure I acknowledge him. But some good things going on in the 7th District. We got the Office of African American Affairs.
Yes, sir.
Coming online on 48th and Fond du Lac. Opportunity for us to turn around some of these statistics that had given us a very shameful distinction here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yes, sir.
In addition to that, the Phoenix Park Rising building, where we have a health and wellness incubator coming in, led by Joanne Sabir and Julie Kaufman. Going to have a juice kitchen finally in the 7th District. Going to have Buffalo Boss Wing Eatery, a yoga spot, all that. So I'm excited. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the 15th District?
Well, I got Dr. McManus, she lives on the 7th, don't she?
Yes, she does, actually.
I think I saw her. Is she here?
Dr.
McManus, you live on the 7th. You want to come to the 15th?
Is the interim...
Do you want to come to the 15th?
Commissioner of the Health Department and the 7th District resident, Dr. Pat McManus. Yes, indeed.
All right. So, raise your hand if you live in the fabulous 15th District. I see y'all. These are my residents, y'all. These are my people. See, I'm not just a alderman. Ms. Wolfer, I'm her grandson. Mr. and Mrs. Brown, I'm like their nephew. Mr. and Mrs. Fuqua, they're my people. So we family in the 15th Automatic District. So I got a story to tell. Here's the story. In 1967, Mr. and Mrs. Brenton went to 11th and Clark trying to rent a home. A white lady told them, I have a duplex, but I can't rent to you because I don't know what my neighbors would say. So Mr. and Mrs. Brenton, Mr. Brenton had just came from Vietnam War. He just got home from Vietnam. So he a little upset. So guess who he calls? Raise your hand. Who knows who he calls? Who knows who Mr. and Mr. Brenton called? Take a guess. Mr. and Mrs. Brenton called Father Groppy. Raise your hand if you know Father Groppy. You know him personally? So they called Father Groppy, who was the head of the youth council. Father Groppy organized the youth council, and guess who he called? Come on, Keith. Who did he call? Who said Vel Phillips? Good job. He called Vel Phillips. She had been fighting for 10 years for a fair housing ordinance. She couldn't get it. She saw this opportunity to help her with the movement. They gathered in front of 11th and Clark and started to open housing marches right in the 15th Automatic District. So I stand here today because of the open housing march, and the reason why I can live north of North Avenue on Sherman Boulevard is because of our ancestors. From 1 alderwoman to 6 alder people. Thank you very much. So we're gonna do this. We got a big program today, okay? Oh, it's time for libation, y'all. Libation, it's time to get blessed by Adacola Aladopo. Come on, Miss. Come up here, Miss Aladopo. Adadepo. You ready? Adepo. You need the mic?
Alafia, Habari Gani, Nangadeth. Aight. Hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. All right. I am so honored to be here Loving of Africa and saluting the ancestors and teaching people how to make formal relationship with the ancestors has dominated 40 years of my life. I will be 70 shortly, and I'm proud of my years. Vel Phillips was instrumental in everything I have done in this town. So it's more than an honor to be here on the day that she receives a very appropriate award. But speaking of the ancestors, during the month of February, we must lift our ancestors who were enslaved. We must lift our ancestors and salute those of the Middle Passage who did not get proper funerals, who did not get the proper honoring for all of their struggle and all of their life and their decisions to not come to be slaves. And we don't need to recount the horrors of the Middle Passage, but we need to honor those people and raise them. Because in our belief in African indigenous religion, when you raise the ancestors, they will raise you. And it's very important to do that. We take one step toward them and they take 10 for us. So without further ado, I'm going to teach you a little chant. It goes like this, and Yoruba is very, very tonal. It's really easy. It does not mean anything but we love our ancestors, which is non-denominational. So it's Mojuba. Y'all know this because I've been teaching this for a long time. Mojuba Fefe Iku. Mojuba Fefe Iku. And then here's my part. I think you are going to let me have this. Ikuo, ikuo, yintin lasi joba egungun. Y'all going to let me do that part, right? Okay, good. So it goes like this. Mojuba fefe iku. Y'all sound like angels. Mojuba fefe iku. Mojuba fefe iku. Mojuba fefe iku. Me. Iku-o, iku-o. Yinti nasi joba egungun. Now everybody all together. Mojuba fefe iku. Mojuba fefe iku. Mojuba fefe iku. Mojuba fefe iku. Iku-o, iku-o. Yinti lasi joba egungun. Which means we are inviting the ancestors to dance with us today. Now, one more time, and when we end, I want to hear some of that good old gospel harmony that I know y'all can throw into this. Okay, so. Mojuba fefe iku. Mojuba fefe iku. Mojuba fefe iku. Mojuba fefe iku. You all are amazing. Pat yourselves on the back. Now, for the official libation, I am using water because water has no enemy. And water, one drop of water on a stone over time will wear a hole through it. So you understand the importance of water. And people, we must protect our water. We need to stop cursing because curses go into the water and then we drink it and we can't figure out why we're sick. But off the soapbox and into the ritual. I will salute the east, the west, the north, and the south. I have already asked the Native American ancestors, may we use this space, and they said yes. And so now I will ask all of us on the count of 3 to shout your last name to the heavens so that the ancestors will hear us and help us unite in the battles and struggles of peace, prosperity, and liberty that we must continue to pursue. And pray for a change in administration, and I'm going to leave that alone. Okay, and now we are going to say 1, 2, 3. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Thank you.
Okay. Next, we have a 13-year-old who goes to School of Honors, Milwaukee Scholar. She has all A's and B's. Let's give her a warm round of applause for our national anthem.
Thank you. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
She sung so good, I thought she brought the mic. Hey, give it up for Alderwoman Lewis's niece, goddaughter, Miss Trinity. Good job, Miss Trinity. Okay, next it's time for some powerful words by my brother to do some poetry. Aljamu Butler and MVP Speaks. Where's Aljamu? Aljamu.
Verbal boxing. I train for this stage like I'm Rocky, no pun intended. I'm Floyd Mayweather with these letters. I'm Mike Tyson when I'm right, but I'm Bruce Lee with this spoken artistry. And I want to be the reincarnated Bob Marley with my poetry so that I can change the game. Call me Sam Cooke because I represent the change that has came. I aspire to be what John Legend is when he sings, and you can see the passion in me. And when I'm deceased, I want my name to ring in these streets like Pac and Biggie. Now I said there was a man for thugs, but what if there was a thug city? And thug city is where all the street soldiers go when on earth they can't find peace. Thug city will be for kids with clips who be grinding. And I want to visit that place called Beautiful with India Audrey. I can be compared to Alicia Keys and her keys with me in my poetry. I pray to mirror earth, wind, and fire and perform so soulfully. Truthfully, I know that there are seeds of greatness in me. And as long as God continues to water my seeds, the world will watch my seeds become trees. Yeah. See, I'm just trying to get paid in full. Rakim. Would I be wrong if I said I felt like Trey Songz because I just got to make it? I'm just hoping and waiting. I'm just waiting and anticipating for my greatness. I want to make an impact on history like Frankie Beverly and Mays did. It's amazing. I said I want to make an impact on history like Frankie Beverly and Mays did. It's amazing. I feel like wearing heels because I can't be locked in these cages. I get out. I said, I feel like wearing heels because I can't be locked in these cages. I get out. Oh, I get out of all the boxes. Somebody light up an instant candle because now I'm feeling like Erykah Badu as I bite this haiku. But what's your point, poet? Well, the point that I'm trying to mention to you is if all of them did it, then so can you feel good.
Good job, good job. Thank you, Alchamu. Powerful, powerful. All right. Next we have some poetry by MVP Speaks. Let's give her a round of applause. MVP.
What is up, Milwaukee? How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good still? Say I'm feeling good. Say it like you mean it. I'm feeling good. All right, so I'm gonna do this piece. It's called G. Live with gratitude. See, you may not be able to defy gravity and it feels like you're in gridlock, but wipe that grimace off your face, bow your head and say grace. Never graze in your greatness to be aggressively greedy, yet gradually obtain your heart's desires. Like lakes, be great. And you will have to navigate around negativity as you gravitate towards your destiny, but you'll see consistency in your journey. Keep your intentions pure and never be green with envy. Ground yourself. Don't gripe, but grip. Be groundbreaking in your approach. You don't want to stunt your growth to grumble. Keep your guard near. Be flexible. Mix up like gumbo. No pork. Generally speaking, life is what you make it. You can't worry and have faith. Give or take. Hone in on your gift. It makes a way. It's from your heart, and that's where you start. Remember the beginning? When you formed in the glory of your mother's womb? I know it seems like the world took it from you, but that's only because you allowed it to. And if you get the gist of what I spit, then it's meant for you. Hold the message close to your heart. It knows what to do. Believe you are here with divine purpose and know you deserve it too. And never forget the God in you. That makes you a God too. You know the golden rule, what you project reflects. Always look inside because it's the only place you can change, yet the one place you hide, caught up in your own mental grapevine, traveling gypsy-like. Be still. Let your garden grow. Release the garbage, it's baggage, grabbing at your heart and it's gnawing at your soul to be whole. But you're too distracted to hear the cries. Sometimes the message is sent from the inside in the form of pain. But we keep doing the same things again and again. But wake up and listen. Allow your glory to glisten. Rain down. Shift your atmosphere. Change your stance. Be gentle. Don't be generic. Treat yourself precious like gemstones. Your royal majesty, strengthen your mental. Ginkgo, be giddy. Give off positive energy. And love yourself wholeheartedly. Because when you do, you'll get a glimmer of hope. It'll be a sparkle like glitter, but not in your eyes, though. So what do you say? Are you ready to get out your own way? After all, your greatness awaits, so don't be afraid. MVP speaks.
All right, we got a treat for y'all. We got some superstars in the building. Y'all might have seen them on. Yeah, yes, indeed. Y'all might have saw the First Lady, Michelle Obama, putting up an Instagram post about him. Or you might have saw them on TNT, on NBA TV, doing their thing. We got Savannah Patterson, and we got Aaron Fears from Milwaukee Excellence Charter School. Now, these are young ladies that did a rap that took the whole world by storm, talking about how excellent they're going to be, the education they're going to get. So let's give it up for them. Let's give them a warm applause.
My values will make me stand tall. My values will make me stand tall. When I'm in class, I'ma give my all. Show my classmates how I really ball. Milwaukee Excellence is my spot. I need to be taught right. I'm so focused to go and do something with my life. You ever been so focused inside of a classroom? When kids are bad, are you focused on what is right? Being focused did something to my spirit. Ask teacher to teach me. If it's knowledge, let me hear it. Look at me now, legally, I'm engineering. Education is contagious. If you want some, just come me respect. It is something that I do so well. All I do is treat others how I treat myself. I'm focused. I'm telling you that I will not fail. To get to college, I need knowledge. They're on parallel. Homework is on me. What you know about relating to striving? I do know one thing, never quit. I am never not trying. I got a mission, GPA, but from sunset to shining. And in just a few years, got it just as I'm writing. I keep it pushing, no time for distracting. I'm grinding. I got goals for scholarship, so every second is vital. PhD, woo, my title, don't have no time for the night. You need a poverty cycle, always be as bright as my eye.
You see the pressure is nothing. I go from 0 to 100. That means nothing to something and straight to college. You see the learning I'm living in college joys, and I'm coming and giving up to the skill. And that's the end of the discussion. Michelle Obama showed me how to do it. So I'ma get it, educated, motivated, melanated, elevated. Got big shoes to fill, so I'ma do it with class. I'm being for real. I'm at the top of my class. I'm talking MD, JD, and PhD. Farm D, OD, and of course ED. I got an appetite for education, so I'ma feed it, and I think I start my dissertation.
So if you with me and you get me and you ready to grind, do me a favor and repeat these 8 simple lines. I am smart, I am strong, my love matters, I'm a blessing. I'm a queen, I'm a king, I can achieve anything. I am smart, I am strong, my life matters, I'm a blessing. I'm a queen, I'm a king, I can achieve anything. My knowledge will make me stand tall. My knowledge will make me stand tall. When in the year 2028, from a college I will graduate. I put my CD on my back, yo. 414, I got that lifting as we climb flow. Walking on shoulders of the giants that made my road. College mission, and I gotta put my CD on. Education is the path that I'm treading on. My steps are ordered, I'm just walking down my destined road. Finesse the stress, I'm best invested in what I possess. Professor says nevertheless, I want what I can pass, I can pass. Reading books in my cereal, when I was away low. My science, my windows, that's why I'm low. I bring my book everywhere that I go. Alice Walker, Jingle, and Diddy Moore. Turning my dreams to reality. So RGP just reposting me. All I want, all I want, all I want, all I want is to be successful. All I want is to be successful.
If success is on your mind all the time, put your hands in the sky real high. We gon' make it up the struggle, we just lifting as we climb. Put your hands in the sky real high. In the class I pay attention, someone thinks I always listen. Me on trash, you must be tripping, always focused, never slipping. I'm the smartest in the city, colleges all wanna give me scholarships. I'm earning plenty, cause my grades are sitting pretty. My teacher told me I can be whatever I wanna be. I'm surrounded by people who really believe in me. I'm in a place where I am able to fulfill my dreams. I'm in control, my future success is I'm on my grind steady all day. When I'm in class, I play no game. You do not feel quite the same, then you can please stay on my lane. My ambition is vicious, stereotypes are fictitious. And the JD is my mission, don't let that part of my vision. They told us we couldn't do it, they promised we never win. The media portrayals had us looking belligerent. Then I took a second, and I realized the speed of me. I'm educated royalty.
I'm dripping in melanin.
And it's together, cause together is better. We will not quit, I mean nothing. Love is sisters forever. Yeah, we sisters forever. Yeah, we sisters forever. Yeah, we sisters forever. Yeah, we sisters forever.
All I want, all I want, all I want is to be successful. All I want, all I want, all I want is to be successful.
Put your hands in the sky real high. We gon' make it out the struggle. We just lifting as we climb. Put your hands in the sky real high.
Look at you. Humanity vandalized the marvelous, masterfully magic made. Your smile is daybreaking into the mahogany skies. Head to the heavens, melanated jewels. You are
I will be successful. I will be successful. I will be successful.
Don't let them stop. Diamonds fine. Show us that shine. Sleeping greatness in others, you can wake it. Joy as weapons, smile all shine. Drench this world in your melanin. Remember, don't let your crowd
I will be successful.
Y'all give it up there one more time. That was
okay.
impressive. And with that in mind, y'all make sure y'all look out for Hip Hop Week,
Hip Hop
MKE, coming August 27th.
What's happening on Hip Hop Week?
We're going to make sure we have them there. That's what we're going to do first and foremost.
Maybe they can open house.
Okay.
Open house.
There you go.
Okay.
What's
So
next?
we got a little time, so we're going to go straight to the musical selection with Sherman, DJ Sherman. DJ Sherman, you ready? DJ Sherman, are you ready? Let's get a little scratch or something.
Give it up for DJ Sherman. He's
DJ
DJ Sherman right
ready?
now. But if y'all call the office, he's also Sherman Morton.
DJ Sherman, you ready?
Constituent service to the 7th Automatic District.
DJ Sherman, you ready? DJ Sherman, you ready? DJ Sherman, you ready? All right, y'all having a good time?
He gonna make you ready.
Y'all having a good time? Okay, we got some food for y'all after this, so y'all get your stomachs ready. They're from Emmy's African Cuisine. So we discovered them at the festival, and we had a table. I was at the Sister Cities, and it was like a world festival, and every culture was there. And they happened to be next to us, and all 3 days we kept going back to them. We didn't even try no other food. It was that good. So I'm hoping that y'all enjoy the food because we were able to get them.
Don't forget about that gumbo by our very own Beth Cox.
Did she bring it?
West Care. She got that gumbo back there too.
Hey,
Shout
Beth,
out
did
West
you bring
Care.
some gumbo?
She got the gumbo.
Did you bring some gumbo? Would you please put me up a bowl? Last year, I only got like one sausage and some rice. So let me get a bowl this year. All right. What about you, young man? What's your name?
Deontay Williams,
Deontay Williams. What school do you go to?
Hartford University.
Hartford University. Let's give it up for him, y'all. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
An NBA player, a doctor, and a scientist.
Entrepreneur, an NBA player, a doctor, and a scientist.
Working hard.
Khalif, did you want to be an alderman when you wanted to grow up, when you were young?
Actually, I did. I wanted to either be an alderman, basketball player, or a rapper. And I ended up being an alderman, so God is good.
But you can rap, though.
I mean, don't tell that.
And he can play a little basketball.
Don't tell that.
So I see Ms. Brown. She's the new president of the Johnson's Park National Association. How you doing, Ms. Brown? You got to represent Mr. Brown. Good to see you down here. Okay, so
Hold on.
DJ Sherman, you ready, man?
Make sure we give a shout out to the Youth Council. We got the Youth Council in the building too.
Youth Council.
Youth Council, throw your hands up one time. Shout
All
out
the
to
Youth Council. This is our future right there. That's the future. Oh, Andre Lee Ellis. We got this. Hey, come on up here, man. Come on up here and give me a hug. Give me a hug, Andre. Andre, give me a hug. I saw a brother picture on Facebook, and my feelings was hurt because me and Khalif weren't on there. Can we get a hug and put it on Facebook? Say something to the people.
Wow, it's so great to be here. I'm the grandfather of that NBA player that's going to be a doctor. Children, today we got to make our kids whatever they say they want to be, especially us old folks, because I might not live to see him be a doctor, so he's a doctor already.
Thank you, Andre. Give it up for Andre Lee Ellis. DJ Sherman, you ready? DJ Sherman, you ready? Okay, y'all, it's about name the tune. Let me know if I know you know this shit. I know you're a musical person, so let's name the tune. Hey, Miss B, let's name the tune. Go ahead, DJ Sherman.
You ready to stop?
Go ahead. You gonna navigate too, right?
What we gonna do is we just gonna go through some melodies and take y'all the history of how black music has affected us throughout the years. We're gonna start at 1964. I was born by the river in a little tent.
Y'all know about that? Wave your hand. Miss Wolford, let's go. 15th district, I know y'all with me. Be with your order, y'all. Be with your order. There we go. There we go. Mr. Cole, Commissioner Cole, I know you know this. What's up, Deshae? Go ahead, brother. Yeah, I'm plugging on fire. Yeah, right. Say it loud. I'm plugging on fire. Yeah, say it loud. Oh. Hey, you know about this? Yeah. What movie was this? What movie was this? Lee Street? Oh, little respect. Little respect. Go ahead, Keith. Go ahead, Keith. Yeah. Come on, Miss B. Hey. Come on, President. Go ahead, President. Good time. Yeah. You know about that? You know about that? We are family. Get ready, Artie. Get ready, Artie.
Now we got when we start having issues, we had to go to this right here.
Okay. There you go, Miss Wilson. There you go, Miss Wilson. There you go, Miss Wilson. Hey! There you go, Miss Wilson. Oh, the gym. Mr. Wade, you know about that. Mr. Wade, you know about that. Okay, West Care. Okay, West Care. Go ahead, Jeff. Okay. All right, so, Artie, you ready back there? Artie, you ready back there? Okay. This is on. Okay, good job, DJ Sherman. Give it up for DJ Sherman.
Hold on, we gotta get a little hip-hop. Hip-hop got to be part of us.
Sure, we gotta put some of them sound effects on our voicemail in the office when we get back.
Okay. Keith, that's you. Deshae, that's you. Y'all ready? Okay, next, we have a good friend
for a treat, too.
A good friend of ours.
Y'all stuck around and y'all lucky because y'all did. We got a real special.
One of Milwaukee's finest.
Man, we ain't
a wonderful voice. Artie, you ready? It's a good brother. It's a friend of ours.
You know you got a real star on your hands when you got to delay the show just a little bit to allow him to drink his tea or whatever he was doing back then.
He had to get his voice ready.
He had to get ready.
All right. Why don't y'all introduce yourselves before we get started so everybody knows y'all?
I'm TJ.
Tasha McCoy. Let me introduce you. The one and only Artie Amor.
All right, we got an actual performance. Artie, it's your show. We ready for you.
How y'all feel out there? I said, how y'all feel out there, people? We came to give y'all a little journey through black music. If you black and you proud, make some noise. I said, if you black and you proud, make some noise. My brother. Sitting here tonight with us, we have DJ Mr. Martin. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa! Oh! Let's go. Come on. Oh! Come on. Oh! was one of the good sisters of the world. Oh, yes, she was. Listen, I want to introduce to y'all Bernard Taylor. Oh! I'd like to introduce my band tonight, y'all, this afternoon. On set in the back over there on drums, Marlon Roberson, y'all. On bass, we got Maurice Buck Army, y'all. Woo! On lead, y'all give it up, baby bro, Bernard Taylor. Y'all hear him on the wheels, y'all give it up. Left school from teaching just to come and do a little preaching. DJ Mr. Martin, y'all. Tonight, I got some special guests with my brother's brother. Filling in on some lead tonight. We got Terry Jeans and the lovely black, soulful butterfly, Tasha McCoy, y'all. What it feels to me. Feels so good to be. What a way to be. We got a presentation, y'all, right now. I think we're gonna have the lovely, this is my song right here.
Y'all enjoying yourself so far?
Yeah!
I'm gonna come down for this. Let the band get a little breathing room. And I'm gonna ask my colleagues to join me up here. Alderman Sanford, Alderman Lewis, Alderman Johnson, Alderman Rainey. And I know the president had his children to pick up, but if he's still in the building, to please come forward. As we do this. When we started this a year ago, we decided to give what we call the Living Legacy Award. We do it because we believe that people should get their roses from the community that they work so hard to serve. While they're living is possible, but as soon as we can. Last year we did 2 people each district. This year, through the leadership of Alderman Stamper and Alderman Rainey, we decided to do 1 person. As you all know, this past year was the 50th anniversary of the open housing marches. Y'all know about the open housing marches, right? All right? So, the honoree that we came up with, I tried to think of how to introduce this award for her, and I came up with this. We stand on the shoulders of giants. Giants who kicked in doors, demanded a seat at the table, fought for legislation no one would even vote for years at a time, helped to inspire hundreds of young people. All this stuff we're seeing coming out of Florida now is so reminiscent of 50 years ago right here in the city of Milwaukee. So those giants who had the vision and who had the passion and the care enough for this community and our community enough to fight for equity, to fight for fairness, to fight for a living environment that we all could be proud to say we want, and to fight for us to live in many of the places we live today. As we think about all of those giants, there's one who kicked open the door for all 6 of us. There is one who was the first African American and the first woman to ever serve on Milwaukee's Common Council. There is one who served as a judge. There was one who served as Secretary of State of the state of Wisconsin. And only one who in all of these years in 2018 is the only person ever to have won a statewide election in the state of Wisconsin. And there is one who, if you have a conversation with her, she will tell you, has had the opportunity to be the only African American to have served as governor as the state of Wisconsin on 3 different occasions. That one is who we proudly honor today with the Living Legacy Award. That one is the Honorable Vel Phillips.
I went door to door for the legal and voters, trying to explain to people to vote and the reapportionment, both the general and the sentinel were for reapportionment. And I said to my husband, I said, you know what, honey, if they reapportion, you could run. He said, well, Letty, I hadn't thought of no more. I just want to be a good lawyer so I could buy my baby anything she wants. So finally, to keep me from nagging him about it, he said, well, why don't you run? You got the same credentials that I got.
Now that I have seen the lack of sincerity, the lack of good faith, it is my firm intention to submit this ordinance for reconsideration as soon as the rules of this council will allow, and then to resubmit it until you, gentlemen, acknowledge the existence of discrimination and face squarely the need for legislative action by this honorable body.
There were so many wonderful people that were a part of whatever I've done that I just never try to think of it as anything special, you know, because I could not have done it alone.
forward to receive her award.
Thank you, Common Council. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, City of Milwaukee, for this esteemed recognition for our own, Milwaukee, Wisconsin's own First Lady. I don't have a lot to say because you covered a lot. And prior to your kids playing video games and everybody getting their weekend kick-started and kids saying they have nothing to do, have them wiki Vel. Have them look up Vel Phillips and see what she did for the city of Milwaukee. Have her look at how many firsts she represented for the state of Wisconsin. Not only Vel was a pioneer and a civil rights warrior, she was a helper of the people. And I thank you for this, and I will present this to her family. There's one thing I remember Vel always told me. She always encouraged me. She has and will continue to encourage me by saying this to the entire community. When an opportunity comes your way and a possibility to make a difference for somebody else comes your way, she simply said this: take it. When the opportunity, be it big or small, comes your way and it's right before your feet, I encourage you, Common Council, I encourage you, President, I encourage you, Mayor, I encourage all the folks that are standing with us today to take those opportunities and make the best of it, because a lot of folks are depending on a lot of folks. I appreciate you, Malele. I appreciate you, Common Council, for this opportunity, and I look forward to continue to take the opportunities that we have to make a difference in the city of Milwaukee. Okay, we want to thank everybody for coming. It's time to, it's time to, yes sir, no man. We're going to listen to some audience, enjoy the food, and enjoy the food. But before we end, Alicia, come up here. Alicia, come up here. My colleagues, come up here. We're going to close out together. We're complete. So, this took a lot of work, y'all, and a lot of organization. We want to make sure we give recognition, appreciation, and gratitude to the people who put this together. We want to thank Alicia, Ms. Henry. Brittany, come on up. Brittany made the program. She don't want to come up with this. She is right there. Brittany made the program. She's taking on a bigger role. Her responsibility is important to all of us, and we're all busy, so we want to make sure we show her recognition and gratitude. We'll be giving you a card and a treat to wherever you want to go. Thank you so much, Alicia. We appreciate you. Okay, so look, we're going to close out with this. Last year we had a theme. Last year's theme was we're going to produce more opportunity for the city, more access for opportunity. This year's theme, we challenge you to help somebody, help your community. Use your gifts, talents, and abilities to help somebody, okay? With that, thank you all. Is there a pastor in the house? Is there a pastor in the house? Come bless this food so we can eat. Turn that down so we can bless the food, and then y'all get ready. Y'all get ready some more, all right? Are you ready? Bow our heads.
Bow your heads, please. Father God, in the name of Jesus, Lord, we thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for this fellowship. We ask that you bless each and every individual, oh God, as they partake in the food. You know, Lord, we're all about food, fun, and fellowship. Bless those that prepared it. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Let's eat. God bless. Thank y'all so much for coming. Let's hang out a little bit. Let's show. Get it going, fam. Get it going.